Just when you thought your day really sucked.
You suck!
Here comes something to make it suck even more. It's a Lamont and Tonelli podcast.
Baby Huey is all yoked up here because we don't have it. Okay. I thought we were going to have Christopher Titus on the air here, Baby Huey. He's promoting a big show coming up. Is that right?
That's right. He's going to be in Santa Cruz, I believe.
Yeah.
So,
so now, Baby Huey, where's the show?
Oh, at the Rio Theater in Santa Cruz.
Theater.
Theater?
Right.
Theater.
Yeah, theater.
Theater.
the Rio...
Theater.
In Santa Cruz.
You're talking about the one on SoCal right by Seabright Avenue.
Exactly.
July 12th. That's just around the corner. It's like in about 2 weeks or so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a week from this Saturday.
Do we have Titus on the line? Titus, are you there?
I'm here, man. That was a long way to figure out what the hell theater I'm playing.
Well, no. You didn't hear. Baby Huey, tell him where you're playing.
He's at the Rio Theater in Santa Cruz.
Theater.
The theater?
Theater.
I'm so glad you got your own show, Huey.
Thank you.
Hey,
Maybe we can get that English thing worked out.
and by the way, tickets are available. Can we go to your website or
Yeah, my website will click through, or you can go to riotheater.com, yeah.
or Baby Huey, what site?
www.riotheater.com.
Theater.
Theater.
California Public Schools, we all have trouble.
Alameda, yeah.
Hey, by the way, it's an all brand new show called The Angry Pursuit of Happiness.
Yeah, this one's the best thing I've ever written, man. I actually do. The funny story in it is a story about my dad's ED problem. My father got to an age where he either, I don't know if he just didn't give a crap what he said anymore, or he just forgot that sound traveled.
Right.
And we were we were hanging out at the we used to go to the Oakland Roast show every year.
Yeah.
And that was one place we really got along. I'm walking through one day, and we're in it's packed, and my dad just goes, can't get hard anymore, and he just yelled it out.
Oh, my God.
So now, and I'm just looking at him like, well, what do you want me to do?
Yeah.
And here, he goes, nah, my sixth wife likes a lot of sex. She can put her leg behind her head. Dad, stop talking, all right? You're 53, she's 60. That's two old people doing it, and one of them's my dad. And when you tell that story, people grow cancer. So stop. So he goes, well, he said, the problem is it's in liquid form. This is before Viagra came out in a pill.
Yeah.
And he goes, you have to take a syringe. You got to fill up the syringe. And you got to shoot the syringe directly into you. And I'm like, Dad, stop talking. And I'm like, I'm puking in the garbage can at this point. And he goes, let me tell you what happened. I go, I don't want to know what happened. Let me tell you, no.
Yeah.
And so I said, I'm a grown man now. I don't need to listen to this. I want to look at cars. And I walk away from him.
Yeah.
And my father screams out in the Oakland Convention Center. He just goes, you got to shoot it into your penis. What? Dad, you see the people, right? What? They got penises too? Dad, stop talking. And then he says something that will forever be burned in my brain. He goes, first time I used it, which means there was a second time he used it. He goes, first time I used it, I didn't have my reading glasses.
Oh, no. No,
And at
no.
this point, I don't know what he means, but now I have to hear the story. He goes, the prescription bottle said use 1 cc, but I thought it said use 10 cc's.
Oh, my.
Whoops.
Yeah, and at this point, I start to horror laugh. A horror laugh is defined as something horrible happens to somebody else. So to hide your guilt, you start laughing. You go, oh, we've all seen it. Your 4-year-old slams into a kitchen cabinet. We've all done it. So I go, what do you mean? He goes, well, I filled the syringe. He goes, I thought it said 10 cc's.
Yeah.
Fill up the syringe. I shoot it in, and this is what my father said. This is word for word.
Yeah.
Because I shoot it in about 11 minutes, everything started pulling so hard, it felt like someone had unzipped my anus. Then if I could be no more horrified, he goes, 5 hours later, it turned black.
Oh, no.
Oh,
but not in the good way.
What? So the show's about your dad.
Well, no, just part of it. Mostly it's about it's weird, man. I went to this. You guys have heard me. I've called in for years, and I call in, and I'm always talking about what nightmares going on in my life.
Yeah.
I think the whole ex-wife thing, I think just talking to you guys extended my court trial about 3 weeks.
That's right.
You guys wouldn't let it go.
Right.
Let's go to the tape from Lamont Tonelli again. Damn it. So I finally met this great girl. I got married again. Everything's fine, and I had to kind of face the fact that I was scared that I was happy.
Right.
I was actually frightened that I was happy, which is such a sick place to be. And so the whole show is kind of about figuring out, life. But it's some of the best material I've ever written. There's a bit called Here's How Life Goes, where I start from birth to death. It's about 9 minutes long, and at the end of the show, I do my own eulogy. It's the best thing I've ever written, man.
Hey, I've got to ask you, because on a totally unrelated subject, I see here that you have a brand new TV show.
Yeah, pornography.
Pornography.
Now, it's not what it sounds like. You can actually leave it on your browser if your wife's around.
Yeah.
It's basically, the Pawn Stars?
Yeah, oh, Baby Huey, that's his favorite show right
I love those guys.
Yeah.
Okay, so they called me and said, you want to do a game show? And I said, no. And then they said, what would it take to do it? And I said, this much. And they said, well, we're going to pay you. And I said, God, I would love to do a game show. But honestly, because you know what? Here's the thing. I've done a lot of radio around the country.
Yeah.
You guys, and sometimes I show up, and you guys will have like guests stacked up, and I've met some people that were on reality shows. I met a couple of the Bachelorettes. I met some of the people from Survivor, and honestly, most of the time they're douchebags. Let's just be honest.
Exactly. Yeah, absolutely.
And they're very, they think they're very famous, and they've never written a joke, and whatever. Good for them. But they're really jerks.
Yeah.
And so I was scared. I was really frightened to go meet these guys. Turns out 3 of the nicest guys in the world, man. Corey Chumley, and Rick, they're just the best guys. In fact, actually, I found out during the shooting that I was a douche. Actually, I didn't know that. You guys knew. I didn't. So I'm standing there in a group, and they kept interrupting me. We're filming, and they kept interrupting me. They kept going, Titus, hold on, we got a technical problem. And I was trying to do the show, and I got mad. Yeah. And we took a break, and I'm standing there with the guys, and they go, God, these guys just can't let me get on a roll. They keep interrupting me. This is a pain. Yeah. And Corey goes, well, you know what? He goes, when I was 16, they sent me to live with my uncle who has a lumber yard, and I used to have to carry 100-pound logs up a hill all day. Yeah. And at that moment, one of the assistants brings me a water, and I looked at it, I go, and nobody brought you water, did they? And he just went, nope. So I was, okay, I'm the douchebag here. All right, got it. Yeah. That's how cool they are. They're really good. Well, he's funny, too, man. The guys, the show is funny. Corey, I don't know why, but I start doing the show. We're doing it every episode. Corey starts, at the beginning, ripping on me every show. He starts doing jokes. And I'm a comedian, so I start slamming him back. It's fun.
Right, yeah.
So he goes out on Twitter and asks people to send him jokes for me.
Right.
So the next show I walk on, and he goes, ladies and gentlemen, that's not really Christopher Titus. Macaulay Culkin just looks like crap.
Oh.
And, dude, I lost it. I was laughing so hard. It's really a blast. It's going to be July 10th on History Channel.
On the History Channel, all right.
Yeah.
So you got that coming up. You have the show in Santa Cruz.
On the 12th, and we start filming Special Unit on October 27th.
Hey, now hold on. I'm waiting for my call on that one because
you guys are in it, man. You got to learn. You got to take some acting lessons, for God's sake.
That's right. Well, I just thought I'd take them from you.
I will not help you at all, as my lengthy movie career has shown.
Okay. Hey, looking forward to seeing you back in the studio. Santa Cruz, Saturday, July 12th. Thanks.
And I'm gonna get up in the middle of the night and do a Huey show.
Oh, yeah! In the middle of the night.
Nice.
All right, that's right after you leave the
Theater. Rio
The
Theater.
theater.
Talk to you later.
All right, guys. Thanks,
All
man.
right, Chris. Good luck. Huh?
Another fine product from Uranus. That concludes the Lamont and Tonelli podcast. To hear more and everything Lamont and Tonelli, check out the website at lntworld.com.